Hi, my name is Adam Pestridge. Welcome to the Fighting Fantasy playlist, and in today's episode we're going to be talking all about the book Titan, which depicts the world in which fighting fantasy is based in. Now, the Titan book was released in 1984. It was written by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone themselves, and it was edited by Mark Gascoigne, who also edited and co-wrote The Dungeoneer, The Black Sand, The Lancia, advanced fighting fantasy books. The internal illustrations, the internal illustrations are kind of been cherry picked from all the fighting fantasy book series, which you can find in the other episodes. But the artwork on the outside was done by someone called Christos Achelios, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name there. But I tell you, the outside artwork is absolutely amazing. It's got a massive dragon attacking this castle, and there's like a Gandalf-like creature there, a guy there, and a load of knights trying to defend. And the artwork, although it doesn't appear on the spine, it does actually go around the back as well, and it does actually look really cool. It is worth having a look at the artwork if you can track it down online. Now, the book itself isn't a game book. It's not the type of book you would play like all the other books in the series. This is purely about the world of Titan. You know, the characters, people, locations, places that you can find in. It has extensive maps of all the areas. It actually details, for instance, taking one for example, the continent Cool, the Dark Continent. That's the map for it, but it tells you all about it as well. It tells you all about the good characters you'll meet, the bad characters you'll meet. It really takes, everything that was written up to until at this point. So 1986, it was written. And they'd already released a lot of these books. I think they were up to like number 50. If we look at the beginning of this book, it actually goes up to number 54. So they've released 54 books. Now, all the locations of these books, everywhere that it's been depicted, has been sort of all put together in this one compendium encyclopedia book. So it's not like a game book that you would play. It is one that you would actually read from cover to cover. But it is absolutely amazing read as well, and really intriguing. They not only chart the landmass of the planet Titan, but they also chart its history. So going back from when it was first created, it really gives this historic tale, and tells you, how it came about, and the various decades and millennia that have happened on the planet, and tells you sort of what's happened, and a war of the wizards, and how chaos came about, the forces of good, the forces of evil, and those in between. It also kind of talks about the different races as well that you'll find. So it talks about the snake people, or the lizard people from the jungles that featured in the island of the Lizard King. It talks about the dark elves, or the regular elves, the wood elves. It talks about all the real nasty people on the planet. So talks about Lord Azur from the Port of Black Sand. It doesn't tell you obviously too much, but it does go through a lot of content for a book that really only has about 300 pages in it. It has a lot of content. It is a really interesting read, but it's not one you're going to refer back to. It's not a reference book. It is literally just, like those Troll Tooth War novelization books. It is just a read through, and then that's it. You probably put it down. Or if you just wanted to know, some of the information in this book is worth reading, because you may need to know it. If you're playing one of the game books, you might go, ooh, I know about this area, I best avoid that pitfall. It really does help some of the game books play. I'll just read you the back cover, and you can sort of get a feel for what it is for those of you who haven't actually got it in your collection. You met the monsters in Out of the Pit, which, by the way, is in the next episode. Now meet the rest of the fighting fantasy world. Titan contains everything you need to know about the turbulent history of the planet, from its creation and early civilizations through the devastating war of the wizards, to the present-day wilderness and anarchy, where the delicate balance between good and chaos could at any moment be overturned. Inside, it has detailed descriptions and the maps of Titan's 3 main continents, Lancia, Kakabad, and Kul, all the gods and deities and demons, the forces and the races of good and evil. There's a special expanded hierarchy of the pit section, the underwater kingdoms, the Titan calendar, fascinating background information on everyday life, taverns and hostilities, food, clothes, and even jokes. It is a really good book. Also, it does list a lot of things that are brand new, but it also takes from other books as well. So there's a calendar it mentioned that is from the Fighting Fantasy book calendar as well. It does cherry pick from the other books, but it is a great read. Highly recommended. Titan, that is. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments below and send in your top 10. You're not too late to send them in. In about 2 weeks' time, I'll be revealing the top 10 picks when we start off the main run of the books. We'll start off with the top 10. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, adventurers. Goodbye.